53.8. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie, and today we're gonna do another fun creative arts collaboration. If you search for that hashtag Love Spring Art on the YouTube, you will find lots of fellow video artists doing what they love, art in the springtime. It may not be spring where you are, but it's coming. I'm sure of it. Positive. So anyway, I was inspired by Shannon Green's video where she took paper strips and sort of wove them, even though they're not woven. It's kind of a faux wove. Faux wove. Add that to your dictionary repertoire. Repertoire? Yeah, add it to your dictionary list of, okay. So anyway, these are just miscellaneous strips I had laying around. They're various widths. There's book paper, jelly print, backgrounds that pieces of background that a friend of mine gave me, and yeah, I'm just gluing them on. I'm using Elmer's Glue All. There will be a full list of ingredients below this video, and this is my first time doing it this way. I like it. It makes me happy. I can see where if you give a little bit of forethought, which I didn't, okay? But if you give a little bit of forethought, you could really come up with some amazing patterns. Now, that original stack of paper strips that I started with are the only ones I used, and I had out, 6 or 8 of these 2 1/8 by 4 1/4 inch manila tags. Yeah, they're kind of small, but hey, that's what I have, so that's what I'm using, right? My mad money's gone. I can't get mad. Which means no shopping, no shopping, no happy shopping. So anyway, and yeah, just smearing on the Elmer's Glue All because I forgot what I was gonna say. With forethought, you could make some really cool patterns, okay? And if you had a bigger tag, you could probably make even more better patterns. Oh, I know what it was. Now remember, you're shouting at me, okay? You're shouting at me. Hi, APJ, this is what you was talking about. So that stack of strips that I started with are the only ones I used. I ended up with having enough for 5 tags. Now, granted, I probably could have made a 6th if I'd worked at them and made them stretch out a little bit, but that was just that'd be too much effort. So no. And yes, I probably didn't need to show y'all all of this. Here I'm trimming off the edge where it's sticking out past the tag, which you can see because I need those strips. And like I said, I don't know if I show you me gluing all the strips on all 5 tags or what, and I probably could have just showed you 1 or 2, and that would have been plenty, and I could have saved some time because this is, a little over 16-minute video, 16 and a half minutes, more or less, a little less between you and me, okay? So, but they're all the same but different. They're all using the same papers. They're all using the same sort of, background technique here. But they're all different because, yeah, how are you going to lay them out in the exact same way? I guess if you had forethought, you could. But I didn't. So I didn't. And I wasn't that concerned about lining up this and that and having perfectly straight edges and stuff like that. Because, yeah, that would, yeah. No, not really my style. Do I have style? Of course I have style. Like this piece, for whatever reason, I wanted it to go straight across the bottom. And there are no rules. So I did. Put it straight across the bottom, just like that. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I definitely could have cut some more out. Oh, you know what would have been cute? Washi tape. I could have put a couple pieces of washi tape on here. I'm just now thinking about it. I actually shot the video yesterday, and I'm doing the voiceover today. Silence. like that in the radio. Evidently, I don't like it very well either, because I don't do it very often. But anywho, so I'm kind of watching this along. I edited it yesterday, and once again, the voiceover's today, which is not the same day as the video or the editing. I'm really happy with the way the tags came out. They make me happy. Happy. So there I'm trimming off the edge because, again, I need those ends now because, yeah. What can I talk about? I don't know. I'll talk about the weather. You're not supposed to talk about the weather on videos, but I'm going to talk about the weather. It has just been gorgeous. Just gorgeous here in my neck of the woods. We've had sunshine, and it's been cool. It's actually a little chilly at the night time, pretty chilly. Oh, now we're going to splatter. Okay, that's enough of weather. Now we're going to use, this is the only acrylic craft paint I use in this part of the project because those little strips were already painted or done or whatever. So anyway, that's the splatter brush I made. Y'all can see that video from last week if you check on the iCard thingy, and there will be a link below as well. There's a couple of ways you can use the little splatter brush. You can do it like that, hold it in one hand and kind of flick it up and down with your fingers in your other hand. You can actually tap it with your finger, and you can sort of sling it. Be careful because you could get drippage and droppage and slingage of paint all over your keyboard, stuff like that. So anyway, just kind of a couple close-ups. I'm happy with my splatter brush, and yet splatter brush, and it's unusual to use green. I know most people just do white or black. I wanted green because it's springtime coming-ish everywhere, I hope, for your sake. Goodness gracious, yes. So that is a Derwent Ink Tints pencil in black. I chose it because once all the pencil is totally activated, it will become permanent. Unlike a Stabilo All, which I use and do like that as well. When it gets wet again, it will reactivate. And some of this I didn't get totally activated with the water brush there. But, that's the way it goes. So now I'm going to take some of that white gesso that I just showed you in this stencil. Again, list of ingredients below. I'm going to try to do 2 at one time, which I failed, so I'm just going to do 1 at a time. And I'm trying to put different angles on it, not necessarily, it's not precise or nothing. I didn't want to line it up, but for some reason I did that one because, it just fit in. I don't know. What you want and what you do is not necessarily the same thing. So there I am just using a regular size hole punch to punch the hole back through because I think I'm fixing to stick the back on, which I computer generated. I did my little measurements and lined it all up and junk like that. Oh, no, we're not going to do the backs yet. I'm going to make some grass. These are Martha Stewart fringe scissors, and those are just a couple strips of leftover scrapbook paper. It's heavier paper. And so there we go. There's my little fringe, and I'm going to put that on the front bottom. So it looks like grass, y'all, because it's grass. Just pretend, okay? Pretend it's grass. And I glued it down along the edges and the bottom there. I did not glue in the middle because I sort of want it loose because, it's grass, okay? It's supposed to be fringy grass, all right? And again, I probably redundantly show you on more than a few, so yeah. Good news, we're a little more than halfway through the video. So you only need to listen to me jabber on a little bit longer. Of course, you can always turn the volume off, down, because you can more or less see what I'm doing. That's just golden matte medium. And it will reactivate some of that pencil, or not reactivate, it will activate some of that Derwent ink tints that I didn't get totally activated. You can't really tell in the video, so I could have just kept quiet about the whole thing. So I'm just sticking down these flowers. I do not know the name of the punch. It was my late mother's punch. And we punched out. We just sat around one day, me and my baby girl, and we were just punching and punching and punching. So it's not my punch. And yeah. But I had all these punches, and we just glued down those little paper flowers. They were from her stash of scrapbook papers. And now I'm adding some of that same green that we did the splatter with along the bottom, just to give a little variation and a little darkness there at the bottom. Oh, now I'm gluing on the computer-generated backs that I, measured out and fancied up on the computer and blah, 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 blah. It's got my information on there, like my name and my city and the car, the number of the tag, because, I number stuff. Yeah, I messed up my numbers. Actually, the only one that's numbered correctly is number 1. The rest of them I had to hand fix. Oh, if you get one of these, yeah. So there I'm repunching the hoe because I covered the hoe up with the back and trimming around. Yeah, because I didn't cut them out precisely. I just cut them out close, which is always good enough for me. And here comes my little sentiment. I thunk it up myself, y'all. I do that sometimes. And let's see, we're going to ink around all the edges of the tag. And then we're also going to ink around the sentiment. I thought about rounding those bottom corners, and then I thought, no, because then it really wouldn't necessarily look so taggish. Would it look so taggish? Taggage. Taggage-ish. Maybe it would have. And I'm just showing you a couple of them just to make sure you understand that I inked around them. That's a makeup wedge I'm using there. Now we're going to get out the Aleene's Tacky Glue and glue our sentiments on. I know you can't see the flowers that well. Oh, I'm sticking it on the side. And then the last part I'm going to put up towards the top, which really, if you read it, it's kind of cool. It makes me happy. What does it say? Let me think about what it says. After all this was yesterday. Oh, let's glue some gems on. I put little dots of the tacky glue there in the centers of the flower. Flowers. And I'm going to use the smallest little dot because they're small, and I don't necessarily do too much of a bulky tag, or not too much. I wouldn't say never, just not too often. These are very simple. They're not totally embellished up, but it just goes to show you simple can be good, as well as elaborate being good. Sometimes there is such a thing as just too much elaboration here, people. Be real, okay? So now I'm going around with just a regular black ballpoint pen. Don't know the name of the pen because it was a handout from somewhere and it's got some company's name on it. Blah, blah, blah.com. Okay? So, but because I'm finished, I'm not putting any kind of other wet medium on there. I feel safe that the ink is going to be fine. I'm not worried about smearage because I'm not putting any other wet mediums or anything else on top. I kind of draw some little stems on the flowers. And I'm also going around the sentiments, folded back the little fringy grass so I could get the stem down there. Now this is, I don't know if it's real seam binding. I got it at a secondhand store for like a nickel or part, they threw it in the bag or something. I don't know. It was practically free, I'm sure, if I got it. And now I'm taking Glimmer Mist and some Recollection spray ink. Heat gun. And putting it on there and scrunching it up. And I do this a few times. And like I said, the ingredients are below. I know I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Hopefully this might even be the last time. I don't know. So anyway, yep, just spraying some more. Some of that's Glimmer Mist, so it's kind of got a shimmer, but not really, sort of. I don't know. I like it. And that's all I used. I didn't use any of my other little threads because I really like the eyelash yarn thread stuff. I really do like that stuff. So anyway, so I had 5 tags. I split that piece up into 5. So I got 5, and I'm going to angle my little ends a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the process. We're getting close to the end. There will be some closer up photos at the endish, more or less. And again, please search YouTube for hashtag #LoveSpringArt. There will be lots of videos for you to check out and peruse. And fun people, and perhaps you're going to be introduced to someone new. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a kind comment on their videos. On mine as well. If you're not already subscribed, I invite you to do so now. I would appreciate it. And I do appreciate all my subscribers. You're my favorites. Yes, you are. You're all my favorites. Yes. For reals. I don't be lying. So anyway, that's the dog knocking at the door. You're welcome. And thanks for watching. And happy art, y'all.